Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 6th of October 2014. I've got my cup of coffee, which means it's time for the news. You may be wondering why there wasn't a video last week, and that's because I watched these two beautiful people get married last week Friday. So congratulations to them, Bronwyn and Colin. I hope they have a great time in Japan, but for now, let's go to the news. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes has been confirmed for PC release. The game will release on the 18th of December and will be able to handle 4K resolutions as well. I imagine that since Ground Zeroes will be launching to PC, that Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain will be launching as well, since Ground Zeroes is pretty much just an introduction to the actual game, which is going to be launching sometime in 2015. I mean, it's news. My recommendation would probably be to not actually buy this game at all, because you can complete the whole thing, including side missions, in just about 2.5 hours. However, the game is shiny, so that's something. Steam curators now have to divulge whether or not the games on their curation lists are paid for promotions or not. This arose mainly because of Total Biscuit, who recommended the game PlanetSide 2. If you know Total Biscuit, you'll know that he's very fond of that game, and he did do some promotional work for it at some point, although he did recommend it on his Steam list when the curation list came out. This was picked up a journalist and subsequently removed from Total Biscuit's list, but it did spark an argument amongst the community. It seems that Valve have listened to the community and have now put in a little bit of a term. If you accepted money or other compensation for making a product or review, or for posting a recommendation, you must disclose this fact in your recommendation. Should I start my own curator list? I've been thinking about it. I have played many games. Most of them would be RPGs though. Let me know. Blackburn Alpha, as with any From Software game, has been basically hacked into hell, and users have found hidden content amongst the game. From giant rats to a new boss fight, there's a lot to be seen in this short 6-minute video, which I will link below. Twitch TV has also changed their rules for user-influenced campaigns and encourages transparency in their new set of rules. Basically, Twitch broadcasters will now need to disclose if they're participating in promotional campaign, so that the users know that they are watching paid-for content. I really like the fact that Twitch TV are encouraging transparency. Now we should be able to at least see who's actually getting paid for what content. I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few of the Hearthstone streamers get paid for some content, but we'll have to wait and see. Ubisoft has detailed the Division's social and PvP areas. Players will be able to socialize in one central hub, as well as battle one another in designated PvP zones. If you look at it, it looks a little bit like the way that Destiny have done it, although Ubisoft have curved away from that exact design. Basically, while you're missioning along, if you and your friends happen to be in a party, you will only see other people that are in a party as well. Outside of the Division's main social zone, players who are not in a group will only appear in dark zones. Dark zones are way more unstructured than Destiny's version of PvP, but Ryan Bernard explained exactly what they're about. Just to read you the quote, "You could be in a group in the dark zone. You'd be very aware when you're in the dark zone, and that single player, you could come across them also in the dark zone and decide to engage if you want. But you won't randomly run into them when you're doing missions or when you're in the base of operations." To be honest, I am severely unconvinced about the Division. I happened to see it when I was at Gamescom in 2013, and it looked really good. It looked like it had potential, but Ubisoft games always look like they have potential. Is it going to be good? I don't know. Once again, we're going to have to wait and see. Coming out 2015. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take my cup of coffee and my medication because I'm getting sick. Going to be on my merry way. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And until I see you tomorrow, keep on gaming.